With the first pick.
All right, welcome back to another episode of On the Clock, sponsored by Just Baseball, or on the Just Baseball Network. Actually, I'm Tyler. That's Connor, back on the interview show of us today, and we've got a very special guest, Louisville outfielder Zion Rose, one of the best outfielders in the country. Zion, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've been following your journey for a long time. I remember watching you back at Brother Rice and even IMG as a high schooler. And you've had a very, you've traveled a lot of distance in your amateur career. So for those of you that, don't happen to know who you are, feel free to introduce yourself and explain your journey.
Yeah, as you said, I'm Zion Rose. I come from the south side of Chicago. Grew up on the south side. I went to Brother Rice High School. Played 3 years there, and then I got the opportunity to go to IMG. Played a year there. Had a phenomenal year. We won the national championship. Then came to Louisville. I had an okay freshman year. Uh, Team wise, it wasn't so good. And then, man, last year we had a ball. Got the opportunity to go all the way to Omaha. It was a great experience. And this year we're just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you mentioned Omaha. I understand that just as a player, just going there is amazing. But for you, what was it like to go there with your teammates, with your brothers you've had, hand in hand all year?
Yeah, it was amazing, honestly. And I was just telling the boys today, actually, how appreciative I was of them just because, you know, what made last year so great was the memories throughout the year. You know, it was great winning and going to Omaha, don't get me wrong, but it was just a great team. We had some really good chemistry. It was fun to go to the field every day. It was funny just being with my brothers outside of the field. And that's one thing I feel with this team as well. So I think that's what separated us.
That's awesome. Were there any like specific memories that you'd mentioned that really stuck out to you last year outside Omaha?
Man, I think just like poker nights, going out to eat, watching movies, movie nights with the guys, like anything when we're just joking around, we're not taking anything too serious, we're off the clock. Um, the vibes were just high when we were around each other.
That's awesome, man. I do want to ask you because you mentioned freshman year being just okay. You obviously took a big leap this past year as a sophomore. What was the biggest thing that really changed for you? Was there anything mentally, or was it more of just like a physical change that, with the swing or with your body that really led you to having such a big breakout this year?
Yeah, when I say okay, I meant like from the team perspective. I think we could have did a lot better. We had a lot of good talent on that team. We just didn't play up to you know our abilities. And with this team this past year, like I said, the chemistry was amazing. So that's what made the difference. But for me personally, it was um, just growing mentally in the game, figuring out situations, how pitchers are going to pitch me, things like that. And then it was my first time playing the outfield seriously. So just learning from my failures, getting better throughout the year, trying not to be a liability out there for my team. So last year was a really good learning year for me.
Absolutely, and you're definitely not a liability. I'll say that up front right now.
I
You're,
appreciate you.
of course, man. You've been one of the more exciting prospects I've been able to watch through the ACC, and you've had your fair share of great teammates. Lucas Moore is another guy that's going to be up there with you in the draft class this year. But you've also had like Eddie King. There's a few other guys like Tig Davis who's going to be really good. I think. Is there really just anything between like you and Lucas, or even you and Eddie, that really stuck out through teammate bonding or anything, um, or even on the field during games?
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Eddie. Eddie was one of the main reasons that I came to school. I had a visit here. I was a senior, and it was a great visit. And I was like, I'm definitely coming to school. And he's like a brother to me. He's from the South Side of Chicago as well, or he's from Chicago, and he played JRW, and just watching his growth and being able to come here for 2 years with him, it made me very comfortable on my position, and just watching his success was amazing, especially his run in the playoffs. Um, but yeah, those are the type of things like Lucas as well. Like he's became my brother. We traveled to Japan this past summer. Like we've done so many things together. We were roommates our freshman year on the road. So just getting to know each other outside of the baseball field has been tremendous. And then once we get on, everything just clicks. Like it's easy in the outfield. It's easy to communicate. We know who's got what. Like it's flawless.
That's awesome, man. And you mentioned Japan, you both going, but I remember distinctly you were arguably the best bat that we had the entire week at training camp. Had nine, or sorry, yeah, 12 total hits. I think three doubles and nine singles. For you going up against some of the best players in the country, what was that experience like, and what have you taken away from that kind of experience that will help you in this upcoming spring?
Yeah, it was amazing being around that type of talent. Um, just learning from them. Everybody has their strengths, and just learning from their strengths, learning how they do certain things was super beneficial to me. And it was amazing just being able to be out there and compete. I felt free. I felt loose, and being able to do that made me realize, like, man, I'm up here with the best, putting on a great performance, so now it just makes it even easier for me to go into this year with the utmost confidence.
Absolutely, man. Connor, I'll let you take the spotlight here.
Yeah, I have a couple on-field related questions, but before I get to that, you mentioned you're from the South Side of Chicago. Your Louisville bio mentions you're a Cubs fan, so I'll give you the floor to explain that little little difference there.
Yeah, I get a lot of hate. We get a lot of hate. Our family, Southsiders, they love them some White Sox, but my grandpa and my mom, they grew up on the North Side, so we get it from him. Um,
Okay.
and that's how we became Cubs fan. But it's funny, Cubs been good lately, so we got a lot of bandwagons, so we don't really know who's who.
Yeah. You were literally grandfathered in, so there you go. That's perfect.
Seriously. Yeah.
So you've obviously performed at a high level in a number of different environments, from the Cape, from Team USA, obviously at the collegiate level in the ACC. How do you prepare yourself going into a new environment with new teammates? How do you stay level headed and kind of not get too big for the moment?
Yeah, I believe it's just knowing yourself, being confident in yourself, no matter where you go. Um, I'm not trying to impress nobody. I know who I am as a person and as a player, and I just go out there and do what I can. And at the end of the day, I can't be mad at myself. If it goes good or bad, I prepare for the moment. And I went out there and I just play ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you've mentioned in some previous interviews your work with hitting coach Kevin Wilson. He's obviously had a lot of success. What are some of the biggest takeaways you've learned from him over the years?
Uh, it's so much. It's so much more than hidden with him. Uh, it's I've learned a lot more about real life than him with him. He's helped me a lot in my faith journey. Being a follower and a servant of Christ. We just had a conversation the other day, and I was just asking him about um, how to be a better leader and stuff like that. And he gave me an example of just like being on a plane, and why they ask you to put your oxygen mask on first. It's because if you don't, you can't help others. So that helped me out a lot. Just realizing, like, you doing you being you, doing the things you got to do. You don't even know people are looking at you, realizing, like, man, this dude's got his P's and Q's straight. So let me try to do what he doing. Naturally, being a leader, just doing what you got to do. So it's just a lot of things like that, a lot of small stuff that goes beyond hidden, that makes him such a great person.
Yeah, that's great perspective for sure. Now, obviously, going into your draft eligible year this year at Louisville. You've been through this process before as a prep prospect. What did you learn during the last time through this that you're going to take with you into this season?
Yeah, I think last time I was a little bit spurious. I was not genuine with not my playing ability, but just trying to impress too much. It was my first time through, and I feel like a lot of people could get caught up in that. Some days I may have been playing for myself, but I learned that the best way to do what you gotta do is just play to win the game, play for your team, do what I can to be situationally the best. And at the end of the year, I look up and everything is where it should be. So I think this year I'm just going in it as, man, we're trying to win the national championship, do whatever I can to do that.
Absolutely. I got one more before I turn it back over to Tyler. But you've talked about your team goals for this year, the camaraderie that you've had. But in terms of your personal goals, whether it's a statistical goal or something like that, you almost tripled your home run production from your freshman to sophomore year. What are some goals that you have yourself coming into the season?
I'll be lying if I didn't say I honestly, every award out there, anything there is, Golden Spikes, Golden Glove, I believe I'm gonna be the best player. And that's not a cocky thing, just confident in myself. I feel like every player should think that. And, I'm not gonna go out there and try to do these things. Like I said, I'm just try to win. But at the end of the year, when I look up, everything should be in place.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got to have faith in yourself in order to accomplish what you want. That's the best way to describe it. I do have kind of one more question here before we kind of go into some rapid fire. The biggest thing that I've definitely noticed of you is the ability to adjust to the outfield. You had mentioned it before. This was your first full-time go around at the position that you're new to, and you had mentioned looking at the failures and moving past that. How much more confident do you feel now after a year in the outfield than you did this time last fall or last winter?
So much more confident. Again, I always believed in myself, but I feel like sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. And last year, I knew I wasn't the best. I'd say I was the best out there, and shoot, I got to think that way. If I want to be the best, and now I genuinely think like I'm the best out there, and I feel like my defense has gotten so much better. I think I've improved so much more from last year. Just little things, Again, it's just like hitting, just being situationally aware and locked in. It's a lot more than I thought when it comes to the outfield. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it plays this year.
Awesome. We're all excited too. I can't wait to see you guys when you come down to, I think you guys come down to NC State this year. Is that correct?
NC State,
awesome.
UNC, and Duke.
Oh, okay. So we got all three triangle schools. I love it.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
I think that's a good thing to kind of start this on the clock section with. So we're going to ask you a couple questions, but to kind of start us off, I'm going to stick with the Triangle area. Which one of those three stadiums is your favorite? If you have a preference for anything.
Well, I haven't been to Duke yet. I'm going to definitely give it to UNC just because of how big it is. I like fans. They get a good crowd. No hate on NC State. I like NC State's lights. But I just like their dirt field is beautiful.
I'm going to have to go with you because the Bosch is, personally for me, the Bosch is one of the most beautiful stadiums on the East Coast. And I grew up an NC State fan. I'm supposed to hate UNC. So
yeah. Don't all three of them got a rivalry or something? Or is one of the teams like little brother?
NC State's definitely the little brother on that one.
They are?
Yeah, they have to be at this point.
Man.
Next question, whether it's Chicago or Louisville, what's the go-to food spot for you and your family?
Oh, yeah. Deep dish pizza. Me personally, I like Lou Malnati's. My mom likes Giordano's. but it's gotta be deep dish pizza. Sometimes we get like the chicken sausage patty on it. But yeah, our family, we terrorize that.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
I've tried Giordano's. It's actually really good.
Yeah, fire.
If there was, anything that you do to relax away from the game, I noticed before everything, there's a Xbox controller, I do believe. Do you enjoy
yeah.
gaming, or is there any other stuff that you enjoy, kind of off the field that really gets your mind off the game?
Lately I have been gaming just because it's been break and after practicing, like we really don't got nothing to do. But really just chilling. We watch movies, read, just hang out with the guys. I really try to like not talk about the games or talk about any baseball after it. It's hard because we like to talk about what happens, but definitely just taking my mind off of it.
Awesome. Connor, I'll let you hit a couple rapid fire here.
Yeah. What games are you playing these days on the systems?
Yeah, all I play is Call of Duty. I tried Fortnite, but it's too many sweaty people on there now. I was actually just playing Warzone and they're too good for me. So I don't know. I just get on for like 30 minutes and get off.
All right. That's fair. What's something outside of baseball that fans might be surprised to learn about you?
That I have a business. We got a family business actually.
Okay.
It's called Nature's Dessert. That's with 2 Z's, Nature's Dessert. My father actually made it because my brother had eczema and like nothing worked for him. So it is all organic shea butter. They're all scented, and we have an online website actually, naturesdessert.com. But it's amazing. You guys would actually love it.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out for sure.
No,
Appreciate
seriously.
that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have you build your Mount Rushmore of outfielders.
All right. See, y'all, I don't got much ball knowledge, but let me see. Okay. Are we talking about like defensive outfielders or just anything?
Whatever you feel like. Anybody who you want to put on the mountain.
Y'all don't laugh at me. Make sure I'm not tripping. Barry Bonds is out there, right? Barry Bonds.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll put him. Shohei's a DH. Let's go. I like Mookie Betts. I know he's been playing infield, but I mean he won some World Series in outfield.
Yeah.
Who else we got? I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, my ball knowledge is terrible. PCA, Crow Armstrong. I know he's a young guy.
Solid.
And let's see. He's a gross outfielder. I don't know too many people. Alec Thomas. Y'all probably don't know him.
Alec
He plays
Thomas,
for Diamondback.
nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good poll.
Y'all ain't got lie to me. I know it's not great. It's cool though.
Hey, he's a good player, man. He's a good player.
He is dope.
He came from Chicago too, right?
Huh?
He came from Chicago too, right?
That's why I said him. I'll be working with his pops. They're cool people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I got one more before I turn it back over to Tyler. Arguably the most important question that we ask on here, but have you chosen a walkout song for this year? And what is it, if so?
Like the song I walk up to the plate with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's I'm Rolling by G Herbo, or Rolling by G Herbo. Same song I usually go with. I think it's good crowd engagement.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it,
That's what I'm saying. It's got knocks in it.
Somebody was showing off a video of that like earlier today of your walk-up song and the crowd getting into it. So I'd say keep it. That's perfect.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be good this year. Everybody should know now.
Absolutely. So I got 2 more before I just got 1 more now because I was going to ask about the walk-up song. But last thing before we kind of end up here, the most memorable moment from any point in your amateur career. It could be high school, it could be college.
I think the best moment from this I'm gonna go this past year. We just won the Super Regional, and we got the whole team. We got the award, and then we do the roll cards chant 2 times, and like, man, actually, it gave me goosebumps. Like that feeling alone is like low key what's driving me this year to get back there and hopefully do that again. That was too dope.
Hey, I have full faith that Louisville is going to contend for Omaha this year. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm excited to see what you guys are able to do. And I'm excited to see what you're able to do to play as well as I. And I can't thank you enough for both me and Connor for you having the ability to hop on and join us for this. And we wish you nothing but success and nothing but the best for you this year. So I'm excited to see what you can do.
Man, I appreciate y'all again. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.